All right, welcome back to the Clark Performance YouTube channel. All right, well, welcome back to another episode. We got New York over there tending the garden. Anyway, look at this thing. We might have just added something to the fleet. It's got 19-inch tires. Look at that. 19-inch wheels, I guess. It's got this sweet tramp stamp on it. Look at that. And of course, it's got that 2.0 turbo. You know, we can't get too fancy with it. Anyway, yeah. We just don't want, we got better get this one too, huh? Some sassholes. Anyway, got a really good deal on this thing. It does need some work. I figured I would pull codes with you guys today. And what it is a 2010 Audi A5. Oh, I forgot. I guess we could show these two. Maybe do some... Get that sparkle. Get it. Anyway, it must have been owned by a lady because she must have had fingernails, and that's what that's for. Anyway, let me grab my scanner. Oh. It says hello beautiful on the mirror. Anyway. Let's see what kind of codes are in this thing. I do know that when you get things for, you know, bottom dollar, you don't, I mean, you get empty Pepsi cans and lint rollers. They must have had a dog. Anyway, you know, this is what you get. You must have had kids, you know. Anyway, it'll probably, I think the wife said it might need a new screen up here too, maybe. But regardless, it started up and it drove all the way home with no issues. So nice. Gonna get copyrighted. How do you turn that down? I just don't know how it works. Is it right here? Oh, it's right here. This is the radio knob. Okay, where's the Obi? It's that middle class fancy life. Where is it? Oh, there's an airbag down there, so if you wreck it... Oh, there it is. It's clear on this side, bud. There we go. I mean, whoever owned it don't really look like they drug their feet, so, you know, they must have did some zenning. Anyway, let me grab... Get out of here, Red. Alright, let's see if this thing will auto-connect, hopefully. Anyway, I'm kind of excited about this thing. It's all-wheel drive. It's a 6-speed. It's got a turbo 4-cylinder.
Hey.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, he's already got the fucking... Hey.
Sweet. Just throw them on, like, the hood or something where I can grab them later.
I'll put them on your snap-on thing. Are you just checking it out?
Yeah, just pulling codes, see what it's got.
A couple of them?
I don't know yet. I haven't made it that far.
Oh, nice.
Anyway. Will you shut up? Why are you so loud? Okay. It's got a weird VIN number. Scan them codes. Okay. This thing's got 120,000 miles, which ain't terrible. It's got a check engine light, of course. It's got some lights, you know, stuff and things. Okay, so looks like we got a crankshaft position, camshaft position correlation, bank 1 sensor A, idle controls lower than expected, cylinder 1 misfire, cylinder 3 misfire. So 1, 3, 4, 2. So all cylinders misfired. Random misfire. Apparently the e-brake has got e-brake code. I don't know, let's just let it do its thing. Apparently this thing's got a rain and light recognition sensor. I don't know where that would be, probably in the front bumper. This guy. You don't even know he's being recorded. Anyway. So apparently we got that 1600, the 5600 would be that lower than expected, couple misfires. I'll probably write all these down. Wrong adaptation on one of the mirrors. It's probably the one they put the sticker on, you know. Okay, well, I guess I'll probably won't bore you with the rest of this boring part, but if I do get to checking this thing over today, I'll come back to it and we'll go from there. Maybe I'll try to get some cooler shots of it just being dirty as crap in here. And look at all these buttons you got, all this stuff. Anyway, alrighty, we'll be back. Alright, well, welcome back. This is going to be kind of a continuation of me pulling codes on this the other day. But anyway, what we're going to do today is I want to pull all the coil packs out, pull the plugs out. I want to get a compression check on this to make sure it's going to be worth putting a timing chain and everything in it. I think we'll probably just kind of gander at everything, you know, like air filter. I mean, I would check oil, but this thing factory doesn't come with a dipstick, it comes with a plug. So, you know, hopefully it's got oil in it. It ain't making any noise. So, get up in here and maybe clean some of this stuff out, because I mean, you don't need that in your car, you know. What else? We'll do compression, we'll do a good once over on everything, probably jack it up, look at brakes, make sure nothing in the front end's loose. And then if we have time, I might come back here and check out the rear of this thing too, just to kind of gander at it. The wifey has been busy. Took off the tramp stamp in the back, took this sticker off, took the stickers off of the mirrors. You know, we're not that kind of flashy, you know. If I had it my way, everything on this would be black. No chrome, just black. She took this one off too. But yeah, I don't know, I just kind of want to understand this thing. I've never seen it before, so might as well take some time and get to know it, I guess, especially if this is going to be the wife's new daily driver whenever we get it done. So yeah, I don't know if any of you are ever worked on this with the TFSI, but the intake cam is oil pressure driven for the VVT. But the exhaust side, actually all 8 of these solenoids that are right here. Hey, you calm down. Calm down over there. Anyway, these solenoids activate the camshaft, and that's what, it's kind of like a VTEC. It's a 2-piece camshaft, so over 4,000 RPM is what I believe, you know. It'll kick over a bigger lobe for the exhaust side. But anyway, I want to try, I think another thing I want to see is how the turbo's doing. I do want to see if it's leaking oil or any of that, which the intercooler down below should tell us if it's got oil in it or not. Yeah, I think we'll just kind of do an update. Anyway, there's one T27 bolt that I dropped down here that holds this whole harness in there. So you gotta pull that out to get that harness out. You gotta unclip all of those goofy solenoids on the exhaust side. Now you can just pull them out, put them in. Seeing any indications of oil leaking by. I think that this coil right here is an aftermarket coil. I'm gonna go ahead and say yes on that, because those other ones have writing on the top sides of them. Cylinder number 3 is not stock. Coils. There's slight oil on that one, but I don't think. Darn it, dude. I always just, for some reason, this pin light, I don't know. Oh, never mind. It was just unscrewed. Spark plug socket. Spark plugs are 5/8 if you didn't know, and that one was relatively loose. Well, it's not very tight. See. Oh, there's not even any platinum left on that thing, really. It's got auto lights in it, man. There's a little bit of oil down at the bottom of that, but shouldn't really hurt nothing. Let's move back to number 2. Let's see how how tight this one is. Not very tight again. And I would have put them in there a little bit tighter than that, you know? But I guess, what do I know? Let's see what number 2 plug looks like. I mean, not terrible, but not great at the same time. Let's see what number 3 has to offer. Terrible on that one. I mean, there is no oil on any of these, so that's good. We shouldn't have a compression issue, I guess, at that point. Okie dokie, let me see. That one. Go ahead and get that down into the hole. Up. I'm gonna go jump on my scanner and see if there is a mode that I can put this in to do a compression check. I don't know. I might be thinking wrong here, but it could have something maybe. Okie dokie, you guys watch that gauge there, okay? You tell me what's going on. What do we got? Almost 150. Let's see what it does again. Over 120. So we're gonna call that one good. I mean, as long as it's over 100, that's really all I care about. Okay, so we'll unhook this one, unscrew it. Let's jump back to the other one. Make sure you don't lose the O-ring off of those, because I've done that before and it's a real butthole to get out of this style of motor. Right in there again. So we're gonna call that one good. That was, I don't know, probably about 130-ish, 135. about 130. That one was almost 140-ish. Stay there. Hopefully you guys can kind of see that. Yeah. Okie dokie, I'm gonna call compression good on this one. So I think what we're gonna do now is I'll probably put all that back together. I did kind of notice 2 of these coils are missing clips. The little plastic clippy that clips onto that, which when that's all in there, it really shouldn't matter, but then we got one that's kind of just falling apart in here too. I'm gonna get all that out of there. Okay, so I'm gonna put plugs back in here. And then we will take a gander at the crank sensor, because this thing actually had a code, and that Pt.1 I believe is what it was. Could be a crank sensor, so we're going to pull that out and just gander at it and see if we can see anything visually. So this is kind of a different little motor. I've never really worked on one of these 4-cylinder Audis. I've worked on a bunch of BMWs and other makes and models like that, but never really had the pleasure of working on one of these. Big thing is hopefully we can get this running pretty good, and then we can get the wifey to start putting some hate on people and starting fiascos and whatnot. Anyway, okay, so I suppose I'll try to get you, probably just take you off of this. How about that? You sit over there. So the crank sensor, I don't know if you guys can see, auto adjust maybe. Maybe get my pin light out. Okay, so that sensor right there is the crank sensor that we're going to try to get out and see if there's any metal, or maybe the plug-in's wet. We'll see. I do see some, I don't know, it's kind of moist down there, especially on that cross member. Anyway, we'll get to that. We'll jack it up. We'll give it a good once over. It's kind of just damp everywhere, isn't it? This thing actually kind of reminds me of a Subaru transmission, because it kind of looks like the front wheel drive stuff is actually in the transmission, not going through the oil pan or anything, so that's cool. Oh yeah, and just so you guys know, the water pump is right here. That's the water pump. If you ever got to put a water pump on these, it's all the way in the back of the block, which I always thought is kind of, it's different for sure. But okie dokie, let me get this out and we'll do an update. Okie dokie, got that crank sensor pulled out. And I mean, there is just the faintest amount of metal on there. So I think I'm gonna clean that up. The back side of the sensor is not leaking through, so that's good. Okay, we got that all cleaned up. I mean, the dirtiness really, I mean, I don't see no big chunks of metal, so that's good. None of that, so I suppose I'll probably clean up where that goes. And then we'll put it back together and maybe clear codes and see if any of those come back or what, you know, just to get a good baseline, because I have not cleared codes. I haven't done a whole heck of a lot, really. All right, and since I have some, I'll go ahead and just lube up that O-ring, because why not? It'll help everything go back together easier. And I have it, you know, I bought the stuff, you might as well use it, is what I'm saying. Okay. So, I think what I'm gonna do now is we'll jump in here. Probably clear all the codes. Oh, yeah, I know, calm down. For the stock radio on this thing, it sounds pretty good. It kind of blows my mind. Better turn that down. The radio turn up is over here. It's wild. Okay, so let's see what this thing's doing. I mean, it is running rough. So yeah, we're missing on all 4 cylinders at the moment. Exhaust cam's not changing anything. Alright, so camshaft adjustment. Intake bank 1 phase position is at 54 right now, and I don't know if that's where it's supposed to be. Holy moly. Got 16,000 misses on cylinder, well, almost 17,000 on number 1, 21,000 on 2, 12,000 on 3, and 27,000 on 4. Short-term fueling is negative 100. Ignition timing's going from negative 22 to 26. Can you see what O2s are doing? Sound very happy. Back to that Pt.1 crankshaft, camshaft, position correlation, cylinder 1 misfire. Well, all 3 are missing, I guess. All 4 random. Crankshaft. I don't know what this intake. It's got a P2279. So let's go ahead and shut that off. I'm going to do some Googling. Lean conditions. That would show why all the fueling was in the negatives.